Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. And today we'll be in Guam, 1944, for a game of Chain of Command. Alright, so we're back in Guam. We just did bolt action on the same board not that long ago, essentially the same forces. But we like the board so much we're going to do it again. So we're going to bust out the Chain of Command rules and head back to the jungle. Before we start the briefing, I would like to mention our channel sponsor, Kick-Ass Mail Order. These guys are a great mail order company based in the United States. They have tons of hobby stuff, lots of World War II stuff. So all the minis that you see in this game, plus a lot of the metal blisters that are hard to find, you can get through Kick-Ass Mail Order. So check those guys out. They're in the description, and tell them that we sent you. Starting off the briefing with terrain. Tonight's mat is the Grassy Hill mat by Geek Velen. We liked it so much we left it under here on the same board. So awesome mat, very vibrant, good for jungle, good for any kind of very lush environment that you want to recreate. So check those guys out in the description. As far as game terrain goes, so we'll start out on this side. Buildings, soft cover. These fences are going to be soft cover as well, and a 2-inch visibility on either side. We have some rock walls. They're going to be hard cover. Fields are nothing. It's going to be soft cover for the pig pen. The big rocks are just going to be line of sight blocking terrain. You can't use them. Can't go up on them, I should say. Another soft cover building over here, and then we have some patches of jungle. These are going to be a soft cover, 4-inch visibility, and then the roads are just going to be roads. Pretty simple. So let's move on to the mission. We'll be pulling a mission from the Blitzkrieg 1940 handbook tonight, and the mission is called Blitzkrieg. So the attacker is going to start with 3 patrol markers, and he will put them on a single point on his board edge, and we will roll to see who's attacking, who's defending, and who's starting on what side. So that's all going to be totally random. But attacker will place 3 patrol markers at a single point on his board edge. The defender will be able to put 4 patrol markers up to 2 feet up, and he'll be able to spread those out as well. And the attacker will get up to 3 free moves. For support, we're going to get 2d6 plus 6 for the attacker, half of that for the defender. And the objective is for the attacking unit to get 2 units off of the enemy board edge. So tough objective there. The defender can use 2 of his Chain of Command dice to call up support, air quotes. Not as in support points, but that's just the terminology that the book uses to essentially say end the game. He uses 2 Chain of Command dice. He can end the game by calling up support. However, the attacker can use 1 of his full Chain of Command dice to reduce the defender Chain of Command dice by 3 pips. So a way to slow the defender down from building up to that second Chain of Command dice to end the turn. So that'll do it for the mission. Let's look at the forces. Starting off with the Devil Dog. So this is the Type F platoon, first used on Saipan. So it'll be used on Guam as well. And this is a new style of platoon formation that the Marines were using, which consisted of 3 fire teams per squad. So in Chain of Command terms, it's kind of unique, it's kind of unwieldy, but it can also not be. So anyway, let's just start right off here. Our lieutenant tonight, we got a new operator level patron named Joe Thornhill, our buddy Joe. So he's going to be leading the platoon tonight. He's going to be assisted by gunny John Baldwin. Then we're going to have the 3 squads. Each squad is going to consist of 3 fire teams. So we have, each fire team is 4 guys, 3 rifles, and a BAR. So there's 3 of those. And then there's going to be a sergeant in charge of each as well. And the first squad is going to be commanded by Sergeant Fred Stevens. Second squad is going to be commanded by Sergeant Anvala. And third squad is going to be commanded by Sergeant Lankowski. So one of the other unique features is that the junior leaders, instead of having 2 command initiatives, they have 3, just to represent the flexibility of having the multiple fire teams in the squad. So other than that, they're still a junior leader. And they will lose 1 command initiative when they're wounded the first time, and if they're wounded again, they lose the last 2 and die as normal. Other special rules, they have the scout special rule. So the scouts can move 1 or 2d6, assume tactical stance. It can also be commanded by the squad leader via hand signals at any range as long as there's line of sight. They have a rule called Semper Fi, which is they get a +2 on their force morale roll, and they're also considered aggressive in close combat. So, +2 on their force rating also. So that'll be it for the Devil Dogs. Here we have the Japanese platoon from the Saipan book. So these guys are a force rating of +1. They're going to be commanded by Lieutenant Tanaka and Platoon Sergeant Hiroshi Mashida. And this is a 4 squad platoon. We got 3 rifle squads. Each is commanded by a junior leader. There's a 3-man LMG team, 9 rifles per squad. And then we have a knee mortar squad. These are considered light mortars. So on a double one, they're run out of ammo. They each have 1 smoke round, commanded by a junior leader. And I don't have enough guys. It's supposed to be 4 crew each, but I don't have enough. So I've proxied some guys with SMGs, but they are going to all be armed with rifles. So as far as, let's see here, special rules, they have a rule called For the Emperor, which gives them +1 on their force, or +2 on their force morale roll. And they have another rule called Fixed Bayonets, which makes them aggressive. So essentially the same exact special rules that the Marines have. So I think that'll do it. Yeah, so that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Andre's arrived, and we've done everything totally random. Andre's going to be attacking with the Japanese from this side. He's got to get 2 units off the board, so I'll be defending with the Devil Dogs over here. Force support, Andre's going to have 14. I'm going to have 6. And as far as force morale, I'm at an 11. Andre's at a 9, even with the +2 on the roll. So we'll go ahead and do the patrol phase. Alright, patrol phase is complete. So I wound up with jump off points here, here, and there. And Andre wound up with one on the edge way over there, and the rocks there, and then behind the shed. And now we will go over our plans.
The Japanese plan. Well, I got to get off the other end of the table. So, yeah, a lot of ground to cover. I do have 1 jump off point fairly well up the table and a rock wall that I can kind of work behind. What I'm thinking is I'm going to hold off on deploying there, and I'll probably mostly be working off this jump off point. Bringing some units up into this area to see if I can lay down a base of fire to support that. If that doesn't look real feasible, I can try and swing wide. I got a path along the backside of that rock wall also. So basically probably, you know, right flank, maybe left flank, and really not wild about shooting up the middle. There's just no hard cover up the center, but you know, it's a possibility. More than likely though, I'll probably be doing left flank or right flank, just kind of depending on how Travis deploys out. And you know, he may well sit back and just kind of let me work it. Once he gets 2 dice, game's over. So I've got to kind of rush this. You know, if it looks like he's building his dice up quickly, probably going to have to just start jumping in here and bum rush the right flank. If I got he's not rolling 5s, then maybe I'll have a bit more time. I can set up a fire base and try and you know, probe for a weakness. So I do have 2 tanks and the 20 mil anti-aircraft, so that'll soften up some targets from a distance. Which oh, actually I'm going to change my I need some hard cover for so I got to bring an entrenchment for my AA gun, because it's probably going to come in over there and probably going to want to get it surrounded. So anyway, I'll bring an entrenchment for that, the 2 tanks, and yeah, and a 20 mil to kind of try and soften them up. We'll see what happens.
Alright, so we're planning for the Marines. So I got 6 support points. I'm just gonna beef up my squads. So for 2 points, I can add a flamethrower or a bazooka to one of my fire teams. So I'm going to put a bazooka in 2 squads, and then I'm going to put a flamethrower in a 3rd squad. So that's it for support. Just two bazookas and a flamethrower, because I know Andre's going to bring some armor, just because he has to get across the board, and the fastest way to do that is with armor. So I need to have some kind of AT. Bazookas will probably be decent against Japanese tanks, I think, so that'll be fine. And then the flamethrower, of course, is just good against everything. As far as deployment, well, I'm defending, so it's typical stuff. Just kind of wait. I don't know if he's going to bring a pregame barrage. I don't know what's happening there, but I'm kind of thinking about maybe deploying behind the fences out of line of sight. Let him get up here and just unload on him. I'm not going to, unless the dice go really well, I'll probably just hang back and let him get up close and then pop out. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I can pop out early if I get some double phases, and I can get everything online and close together and support of each other and set up a base of fire. Maybe. We'll see. It really just depends on the dice, but mainly I just need to keep him from getting off the board. So worst case scenario, I kind of hang back here behind the fences, possibly behind this rock wall, and defend. And that's it. Okay, those are the plans, and we'll get started. Andre will go first since he's the attacker. And he's
not a
roll
double phase.
What do you got there?
1, 1, 2, 4.
Okay. Okay, so Andre's brought in 2 squads off the jump-off point here behind the shed, and he's brought in Lieutenant Tanaka as well. So we got a good size Japanese force already on the board, and I think that's it. So we'll move on to the Marines. Yeah, I need 5s. I need 5s. 2 5s.
Man, it's going to be a short game if you keep that shit up.
Yeah, well, you know how this game goes. You can get up to 5 real quick and then suddenly nothing.
Yeah.
And then 2 3s and a 2. I'm going to pass. No pregame barrage on the Japanese side, so no big rush for me to start bringing stuff in.
Woo-hoo!
That's a good roll. 2 3s, 2 2s, and a 4. So with that epic roll, Andre first, he had Tanaka. He moved the first squad up. They got a really good run. Pulled the shock. Tanaka also had the second squad fall in behind them, and he used 3 to pull the shock with their junior leader. He brought some armor in. Chiha has come in over there behind that big rock on Overwatch. Doesn't have a very good line of sight, but hey, he's on Overwatch.
If anybody sneaks up on him, he's ready.
And then he used a 2 to bring in his 3rd and final rifle squad off that same jump off point. So everything's almost his entire platoon is on the board. He's got a senior leader and the knee mortar squad left, and it is the Marine phase. No 5s.
Come on, 4s.
But I got 3 4s. I can bring all my senior leaders in, and I also got a 1 and a 2. I'm passing.
Whoa,
3
there's
5s
my
for Andre,
5s.
and then a 3 and a 4. The 3, Andre brought the Hago in back here. And then with the 4, Tanaka, everyone just kind of moved up. General advance for the Japanese. No one ran, so I guess no shock was built up. And that's it. So going to the Marine phase. No 5s.
Wow.
2 more 4s, a 1 and a 2.
At least you're getting plenty of 4s. Backed up by 1 2s.
I'll pass again. Japanese phase. Oh, a double phase.
Wow.
And another 5, and then a 3 and a 4.
Nice.
The 4, Tanaka. First he had that squad moved up into the jungle there. And then he had these 2 squads moved up. One of them moved up there behind the wall, and the other one's just moving up behind them, and Tanaka is with them. And then lastly, the Hago has moved up 9 inches. And next phase. Next Japanese phase. A couple 4s, a 1 and a 3. Tanaka with the 4, he moved everybody. Those guys just kind of moved around there. These guys moved up to the wall, and then these guys just kind of barely moved with a double 1, but they're crept up into the jungle a little bit more. And then lastly, the Hago tank has moved up again in support of the platoon. And I think that'll do it. So back to the Marines. No, still no 5s. I need 1, 2, 2,
It wasn't
3.
a total crap roll though.
No, I could definitely bring something in if I choose to. All right, I'll pass again.
No double
Okay, and
phase.
then Andre's gonna have a 2 1s and a 3 and a 5. Andre created a 4, and he activated Tanaka, and Tanaka's done a general advance for everybody. These guys moved over here. Those guys got put on Overwatch, and then that squad in the jungle just moved up right to the edge. And that'll do it for the Japanese phase. Hey, a 5.
Woohoo!
And then 2, 2, 3, 1. So not horrible. I'm gonna wait one more time. I was very tempted to bring him out, but don't want to bring him out quite yet.
Hey!
Hey, Andre's already got a chain of command
Dice, dice, baby.
and then 2 4s, a 1, and a 3. Okay, well Andre's he's doing exactly what I figured he would do. He's skirting the edge here behind the hard cover of that rock wall. Put them on Overwatch as well, and then the Hoggo has just kind of went around the side of the jungle there on the right. And I think that's it. So back to the Marines. Hey, another 5.
Woo.
And 3 4s. Are you kidding me?
But you got a 6 too.
That is exactly not what I needed.
Down with that, but-
Man, that was not good. I needed a 3 so I could pop up in that jungle there behind the hard cover.
The odds were good, but
Yeah, well.
Oh,
Double phase. Perfect. 1, 2, 4. Alright, so with the 4, Tanaka, these guys crept up, getting very close to my jump off point. The Hoggo tank has moved up as well along the road. And then lastly, Tanaka had that squad that was in the jungle advance out. So he's making a push. So we'll just go straight into the next Japanese phase.
it is not a double
A
phase.
3 and a 2.
Too many 5s.
Man, I need those.
I know.
I need the 5s, so 3 and a 2 to work with. So at the 2, this squad is run up along the edge. They did shut down that jump off point. They didn't capture it, but they did shut it down. And then over here, the Hoggo just went on Overwatch. And that's it for the Japanese. On to the Marines. Still no 5s. Hey,
lots
2
of
more
4s.
4s. if I had a 5 for every 4, I roll at least 2 4s like every single time. But I got a 1, 2, and a 3. Alright, first I brought in Fred Stevens' squad over here off this jump off point. They are armed with a flamethrower here on this team on the end. So the team on the end is going to fire at these guys. The rest of the squad is going to fire at those guys in the open. And they also brought in Sergeant Anvala's squad over there off that jump off point. I don't like to do that, bring them in by themselves, but they have targets in the open. They are upgraded with the bazooka, so they'll fire at the tank, the squad will fire at them. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Okay, so we'll start off with Fred Stevens' squad. The green will be the BAR, and the other one will all be the flamethrower. Okay, so we got 1 BAR hit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 flamethrower hits out of 12.
Only 5.
Only 5.
Oh man, it's rough.
That's a little bit less than average. So no cover, doubling shock, and then the. So go ahead and roll right here, Andre.
5.
Yep. So you got 4 shock and a dead.
Okay.
And then roll for the BAR hit. Nothing. So 4 shock and a dead on those guys.
So 5 and I lost a man.
And then we'll have the rest of the squad's going to fire over there. Alright, so the rest of the squad fire at the guys in the open there.
Said check my leader.
Check your leader, Andre. We got a viewer telling us to check the leader. It is the leader. Good
That's
call, whoever that was.
Really bad.
See what happens to him. He takes a wound.
That's a problem.
So roll a bad thing for that. Ooh, that might be -2. Junior leader wounded. Yeah, -2. Wow.
Wow.
Who was that, Andre? Who said that? Let's get them
said
some
that?
credit.
Travis says you're banned from the channel. Little Rowdy Warm Gaming.
Ah, Horton, okay. Our buddy Horton just cost Andre a wounded leader and two morale
Ouch.
points. So 5s on these boys. 1, 2, but I get to reroll once. So 3 total hits on that squad, Andre.
Okay.
In the open. So a dead and a shock. And check your leader.
Again?
It's not the leader this time. Alright, so that's it for Fred Stevens' squad. So Andre can do his Overwatch. We'll start off here with the Overwatch at Stevens' squad. In 5s.
That's a lot of 4s. Look at all the 4s.
Too bad you can't re-roll ones, no. So how many 5s did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Okay, we'll split them up. So this team here, it's a dead, a shock, another dead. Oh my god, here we go. Is he kidding me?
Okay.
All right.
Maybe it wasn't such a bad shot.
Oh my god. Check the leader. It's the leader. He's knocked out. So we'll take a guy out of here. Guy out of here. And then a shock there. Alright, the tank.
Turret?
Alright, next up the cannon is going to fire over these guys at them.
So 3 shots?
Yep, eating 4s. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Put it on this middle one here. It's a dead. Another dead. It's the leader again. Why not? He's knocked out again. Okay, so I got to do 2 bad things. I think that's nothing. Is it? Junior leader wounded? Yeah, and a 2 is nothing. So at least I got that going for me.
So knocked out a second time is...
It's nothing.
So you can just be knocked out indefinitely?
Yep. It's not considered a wound. Just knocked out.
Huh. I don't remember that ever happening before.
Yeah, it's happened before.
I'm sure it has, I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I know it has. That's how I know. Okay, now we'll go on over here to Anvala's squad. Okay, here we go. Anvala's squad at the squad in the open. So this is everything but the bazooka, which is going to shoot at the tank. So needing 5s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, I got a couple of 1s here. Got quite a bit of 1s actually. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1 more. So 6 hits on the squad in the open there.
Okay, splitting them up.
So we got 2 dead.
And 3 shock.
3 shock. Check your leader. Not the leader. Okay, 2 dead and 3 shock. Not horrible. Now the bazooka. Come on, bazooka.
Ooh.
Oh man, that was almost a critical hit.
Wow.
That would have been amazing. All right, let me
This is bad enough.
we'll check and see what the AP and stuff are. Bazooka's a 7. Would have been a 10 if I got a double 6. I got 1. 1 out of 7 dice.
Wow.
Okay. Andre blocked it. Alright, that'll do it for the Marines. And
Hey,
Andre's got
5s.
5s again. And he's got a 1 and a 4. First thing, Tanaka, he moved up a little bit just to get within 9 of those guys. And they moved up, got some cover behind the pig pen. And then Tanaka's going to have this squad fire at Fred Stevens' boys. Needing 5s. 1, 2,
3.
3.
Wow.
So 3 dead.
Okay.
Do I even need to roll it at this point?
It's probably only 2 dead and a shock.
Or a knocked out leader.
Again.
3rd knocked out leader. This team on the end here. Nothing. Team in the middle. That's a point of shock. And then nothing. So just point point a shock in the middle here. Got off light. Okay, luck's turning.
And
Is that it?
looks like it.
Alright, move on to the marine phase. Come on, double phase. I haven't got one yet, but right now would be an amazing time to get one.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for one.
So close.
2 5s. Hey, I'm
Getting
up to a
fives.
chain of command dice. I'm halfway there.
Woohoo!
And then 1, 2, 3, which is pretty good. Start off over here with the 3. We'll have Anvala's squad. First we'll fire at the guys behind the pig pen. We're in soft cover now. And I doubt we're within 18, but we're getting close.
So
A few of the guys are. One team is, essentially. So I'll pull one team out. This team will need 4s. These guys need 4s. Rerolling 1s. Look at that.
man.
5 hits. Now we're shooting like Marines. These guys need 5s.
2 hits.
3 1s. Whoa! Now we're rolling. Hell yeah. That's some good shooting right there. What do we got here? 4, 8, 11 hits in soft cover. That is some good shooting. Now can we do anything with it? Yeah, really good. So it's at 4, 5, 6 shock and a dead. What shock? What are they up to now?
10.
10? Check your leader.
He's right there.
10 shock already? Damn. Okay, Andre's starting to have my luck now. See what happens to him. He's wounded. And then roll a bad thing.
Whoa. Slow down.
Nothing. So we got 2 wounded leaders on the Japanese side. Bazooka time. I only need a 4 this time since I hit him last time. We didn't get a hit, so I can't possibly do as bad as I did last time. 7 against 2
That's
again.
You heard him. He set the bar.
I didn't get 1. I got 1.
Oh, come on, Travis. You said you weren't going to do as well.
That's 2 5s and
You
14
did as well.
dice. Oh, but you didn't get any. 2 5s and 14 dice. All right. So 1 net hit, Andre. Roll,
Yep.
roll a d6.
I roll it.
Yeah. Probably nothing.
No, it's
One
one that hit is a shock.
Well, you're looking at the carriers. So the tank, 1 shock driver may not be activated next phase. So you took a shock and you can't move. So that was, I think that's all of my stuff. Next up, we got Steven's squad. Wait, Stevens is knocked out. Can he even do this? I don't even know if I can do this, can I? I mean, they do have a 2. So the squad could fire, but they would all have to fire at the same thing, which means I can only fire at these guys. Let me see how many guys I can get shooting at them. So we're going to use the 2 to have the entire squad fire at them. But in essence, it's just the squad on the end.
If he lives through the flamethrower shot, you're welcome to shoot at him with the other guys. How's
Okay.
that?
All right, so the flamethrower and the BAR from that team are all that's going to shoot. Needing 4s.
That's all. Did you hit him?
1. I only got 4 that time. Man. But I did get 2 BAR hits. So 4 hits with the flamethrower and then 2 BAR hits. So what's that?
6 shock.
No, that's 2 shock and 2 dead.
Oh.
Then the BAR, a dead.
So 3 dead and 2 shock.
3 dead and 3 shock. So check your leader. It's a 3 this time. No, he's not the leader. So 3 died though, and he's got 8 shock. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dudes with 8 shock. What do you got over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 guys?
Yeah, but I've only got one shock.
1 plus 0. Or 1, 0.
What's 1 plus 0?
So 10 shock there with 11 guys, 8 shock here with 9 guys. And that's it. So it's
That's
Japanese
it.
phase.
That's it.
Forbid double phase.
What, I was using those?
Yep.
Okay.
Not a double phase, but
Not
another
a double
5.
phase.
And then 1, 3, 3. So a 20 mil anti-aircraft gun appeared out of thin air in cover, right there. And
It was a haystack
it was
till
right
a
there.
second ago.
It was there. We didn't see it.
Well,
And then the Chiha moved up as well. So we're gonna fire the AA gun. So what'd you do with the other 3? You got 2 3s.
Yeah.
You can do that with a 1.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. It's a
With the
team.
junior leader?
A team, or it's a 1 or a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. So you do have another 3.
He
if you
should
wanna
have
use
come in last turn.
it. Yeah, he can come in on a 1 or a 3.
Okay, I was thinking with the junior leader he had to come in with a 3.
No, it's a 1 or a 3. So you can fire him with a 1. So let's just do that real quick.
Okay.
So let's HE needing 4s.
Wow.
2 hits. We'll put it on these 2 or nothing. A dead. It's not the leader. So just a dead dude. All right, and then he has a 3
How
left.
about we do the machine gun and fire the...
So the other tank. All right. I'll go now. We'll go. Machine gun and cannon. So he's got
Needing 5s.
5s and 4s. So 1 each.
So the...
The
Cannon.
HEs are 4s, and then the machine guns are 5s.
Oh, that's totally backwards.
So you got 1
One
each.
each.
All right. All right. We'll start over here. HE on the end.
Oh!
Oh, a dead. Perfect. And then a shock. It's not the leader though. Another dead Marine. All right, on to the Marines. Took some fire.
5s!
Still no double phase. I haven't gotten a double phase yet. I'm waiting for
Didn't you
an
get
opportune
2
time.
5s?
No. Oh, 2 5s.
I mean, you can record them both if you want.
Okay, and then that
I'll let
leaves
you
me
do
with
that.
a 2, 3, 4 to work with. Start over here with Anvala's squad. He's not knocked out, is he?
Yeah. Isn't it?
No, he's not.
No?
Nope.
That's just my guys?
Just your guys. They're wounded.
Okay.
So Anvala's squad, the bazooka will fire at the tank, and then he'll use a command to have the rest of the squad fire at this AA gun here. Can you measure that out? I think we might be within 18, at least with some of them. No, nobody. Okay. 8 and 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No 1s. Wow. Not a single
Needs
one.
ones when you got 5 5s.
I want 1s.
Okay. All your 5s are 1s. I'll let you
Fives.
you can re-roll them.
Hard cover. A dead and a shock. Check your leader. No. Dead and a shock on the gun. Alright, the bazooka. It's a hit, barely. And it's going to be 7 again. So what's that?
And you can't roll worse this time.
Can't
right?
possibly roll that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that this time. Come on, bazooka. Oh my god. 21 dice, 2 5s. No, you don't even need to roll. This is the worst bazooka team in the Marine Corps. I've never seen a bazooka fire this bad. It's like, 7 against 2, no
But
problem.
sir, did you see how small that tank was?
Yeah, it's not actually. It should, but it's not listed as having small or low profile on the in the book. So, all right. So I still got something to do. All right, and lastly, I brought in who is that? Lankowski's squad. He also has a bazooka. So hopefully this bazooka is better than the other bazooka, because the other bazooka frankly sucks. So So everything at the gun, and then the tank or the bazooka at the tank. So needing 4s, I believe, because we're within 18 now. So it's at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 1. 9 hits.
9.
9
Sure
hits
that's
on
not
the
the damage?
AA gun.
9.
Yeah.
Only 3 dead.
Only 3 dead. Wow. Check the leader. It's the leader. He's killed. So 2 dead. Dead leader. No shock though. Check do your bad things happen. Oh man, -2 again. What are you down to? 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
close to over.
And then the bazooka. I think that's out of ammo. Okay. Bazookas, you suck. And then I'm finally done, so it's Andre's phase. Alright, next phase for Andre. Whew, no double phase, thank God. But,
A 3, a 1, and 2 4s.
real quick, I forgot to mention over here, Lieutenant Thornhill has come in, and he's ordered this squad to run. So one of the downsides of having three teams is you take 3 shock. But normally I would be able to pull some of it with him, but he's knocked out. But anyway, they're down here now, so it'll be Andre's phase. Here the knee mortar squad has come in, along with Sergeant Mashida. So the knee mortars are going to fire at these guys? These guys. Okay, so he's firing at Lankowski's squad. So the first knee mortar, that's 2 hits. 2 hits. Oh my God. Wow. How many hits is that?
5.
5 hits. Oh boy. Okay, well, 1 each. We'll start with 1 each. So these guys. Next guys. Oh my God. Is that a 6?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
And then over here. And then over here. Alright,
So do you get hard cover from mortar?
it's -1.
Okay.
Alright, we'll
So
sort it
you're
out.
soft cover.
Leader. See if it's Lankowski. It's not Lankowski.
Just.
So it's a dead guy, and then a shock and a shock. So the gun will fire at the same guys, I guess.
Yep.
So needing 4s.
4 6s.
4 hits. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Why not? Why the hell not? It's not the leader though.
You just don't want to take any shock, that's it, isn't it, Travis? You don't want to take any shock.
Can never stop rolling 6s.
I see that.
Over here, Andre's gonna try to pull back, but I'm gonna use my chain of command dice to interrupt. I mean, I could try to save up for my second dice, but Andre's almost got 2 now, so I'll never get there. He'll just drop me. So I'm gonna use it to interrupt with my flamethrower on these guys, and 3 rifles, so I can hopefully pin them. Maybe even break them if I really good. The flamethrower's got to do good this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
6 flamethrower shots.
6 flamethrower hits.
Okay. I'll split them up.
So you got 3
3
dead
dead
and 2 shock. Check your leader again. So you're up to 10 shock.
Yep.
It's not the. Oh, it is the leader. It is the leader again.
And it's a 4.
Takes another wound, so he dies. So leader killed.
That'll be
-1. Junior leader killed on a what?
4.
-2.
Seriously.
Yep.
Wow.
Andre's down to
3.
3. We'll sort it out. Still got 3 rifles to shoot. Hey, I got a 1. Okay, I got a hit. Come on, give me a shock. You gotta roll a save, Andre. Soft cover.
How hard could it be?
Actually, you're still in the open when I did this. This is all at once, right? So it is a shock. Sheared at an 11 with 6 guys. One more and they're gonna break. Okay,
Breaker.
and Andre's down to 3 force morale. And
Did you give me hard cover on that? Or oh, I was in soft cover.
well, you were in the open because all that the flamethrower and the 3 rifles all shot at
happened
once.
at the same time.
Yeah, but
Okay.
now you're pinned.
Now
you'll be in
Now
soft.
I found some soft cover.
Okay, was that it? Is it my go?
No.
We'll figure it out. All right, so after that happened, Andre decided to switch over here. So Tanaka has run those guys around. They're coming up, and then he's going to have the guys behind the pig pen with 11 shock are going to fire over here at Impala.
With 2 hits.
So only 2 dead. Okay. In the end here. Look at that.
One.
And the next
And the
one.
other dead
Yeah,
one.
why not?
I can't roll hits. You can't roll
Okay.
saves.
Doesn't matter how many bad you roll, I roll worse. All right, I think it's now the Marine phase. Yeah, it's hey, double phase,
Triple phase.
triple phase. Well, triple 6. So end of turn and a 1 and a 2 to play with. So I'm gonna make. Well, this will have to be with a 2. So the squad by itself firing, since Stevens is knocked out for the moment, he'll get up at the end of the turn. But who can see? He's too far away to see, but the guys that could see are going to fire at them. If we get one more shock on them, they'll break, and then the turn will end. And his force morale should drop quite a bit. Well, no, because your leader's already dead.
Oh.
Well, still, you have to roll a bad thing.
For the unit breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a bit?
Yeah, unit breaks is a bad thing.
Okay.
So
I was
let's
gonna say, something breaking was not a bad thing. But
so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 1s. So 5 hits, soft cover. Yeah, that's 2 shock. So they will break. We're not going to move them because they're going to go off the table here in a second anyway. So go ahead and roll bad thing for section breaks.
2.
Section
Did I
breaks.
survive it?
A -1. Yeah, you do survive. He's down to 2. All right, so they'll be gone now that they broke and the turn's about to end. I got a 1 left, which I can do nothing with. So move on to the next phase. 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. So I brought Gunny Baldwin over here to help out. So he's going to order this squad to fire, I guess. The bazooka's blocked. I can't shoot the bazooka, but everything is going to go onto that squad behind the pig pen. I think they only need 1 more shock and they're going to be pinned.
Which squad behind the big pen?
This one here.
So do I spread to the other group behind the big pen?
There's only those guys there.
Oh, because they're not within 4.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I guess those guys are in the open, aren't they? I could target them.
You could.
Yeah, I need 5s either way. So yeah, I'll target the guys in the back there. Why the hell not?
Well, they're shock free.
They're shock free, but they're in the open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 1s. 7. 7 total hits there. Oops. 3 dead and a shock. Check your leader. Could be Tanaka. It's not a leader. So 3 dead and a shock over there. Okay. And Kalski's squad. Now we'll see if we can pin those guys. So were we within 18 of them?
No.
No. Needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. 5. So a dead, 2 dead, and 2 shock. Check your leader. not the leader. So 2 dead and 2 shock, they're going to be pinned. The other 4, I had Thornhill pulled 2 shock, and he had those guys move along the fence. They got a 5-inch move, so they can start helping out over here. The flamethrower's out of fuel. And then I forgot to fire the bazooka. So again at the tank, it's a hit. Okay, should I even, no, I'm not going to even say it. You can do it. Hey, we got 1. So we're up to,
got 1.
you got 1, so equal hits. So 28 dice, 3 5s.
And
a 3 on equal hits.
tanks, equal hits, a 3, halt and engage fire next phase.
No problem there.
Actually, well, I didn't really want to halt there, but
All right, that's it for me. Down to 3 dice.
hey, another chain of command dice.
He's got a 4 to work
And
with.
a 4.
Right, so Andre's going to activate the platoon sergeant. He's going to first have the knee mortars. Everything is going back here into Anvala's squad. So the first knee mortar, 1 hit. Come on, run out of ammo. Oh, forgot you had smoke. You got 1 smoke round each. So 3 total hits. That's 1 per team. So we'll start on this end over here. Dead. So you did get 1 guy. So a shock here. Check the leader. It's not the leader. So I'm down to just the BAR in that team now.
Okay.
Well, next up will be the AA gun.
Here we go.
All right, needing 4s. 2 hits. All right, I'll start over there. Here. Another dead. Check the leader. No. So I'm down to BAR only, and that's that team now. Is there a shock? And then I took another shock. Okay. To the Marines. Hey, look at that. A 1 and a 2 to work with. Okay. So I was going to have this squad fire again at the tank. He's going to interrupt and try to drive.
9. 10, 11, 12.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll just fire at it with this squad then.
But you already, well,
So we'll
I'll
figure it out.
interrupt again.
I can't do 2 in a row. So bazooka, for no apparent reason, 6. I think that gets him from the second range band over. So I'm in the second. We'll have to measure the range band. The squad will fire at the rest of the. I missed. I was just outside the range band, barely. But I will see if I can get some shots on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 re-rolls. 5 total hits. Come on, die. Ooh, 3 dead and a shock. Check your leader. Nah, I need a leader hit. I need to drop his force morale. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I only had a 2 and a 1, so that was that. You know what? I'm gonna pull a shock too while I'm at it. What the hell? Okay.
3 double phases. I got this. A double phase. Woohoo!
Sweet. The old 3 dice double phase.
Another double phase.
And you're done.
No, I just drop a die.
Okay. That's right. You got 1 more.
Double phase.
Oh, 2 3s. Perfect.
Woo!
All right. So on the 3rd phase, Andre moved both tanks. So this tank moved up, and then so did the Chi Ha. So they're both making a run for the board edge. So it'll be the Marines phase. Another 5. Hey, I got a chain of command dice.
Hey.
Hey, you can drop me by 3. And then 1, 1, 3, 4, which is pretty good. Thing I'm gonna do. Well, first thing I did with the 4, I pulled 2 shock, and then I pulled and ball the squad back, just because I got to deal with that tank at some point. And then this squad here, Lankowski, is going to have these two teams fire at the gun, Bazooka fire at the Chiha, and then this team is going to fire over there at Tanaka. So we'll start over here. So I got two BARs and 2 rifles. Three BARs and 2 rifles. So that's what, 6 hits?
Hitting on 4s?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're within 18. So you can split them up because you got 2 squads there.
Oh, you're shooting here?
Yeah.
Okay. Knee mortars?
Nothing. Dead. Dead in the gun. Check your leader. Oh, it's your platoon sergeant.
No. Well, oh.
He's the only leader that's there that can command the gun. Yeah, you're probably at 0. We'll check it, but a 4 on a senior leader wounded. He's wounded. So now you're rolling the bad things. Okay.
3.
Andre's down to 1. So this team here is going to fire over at Tanaka. Got 2 hits so far. 2 hits on Tanaka in the open. A dead and a shock.
Not Tanaka.
Not Tanaka. How much shock do they have now?
3.
They're only up to 3? Wow. And then the bazooka is going to fire, but it's going to need a 9. 9.
9.
Oh, you got it.
But I've got armor 4 on
You're
this.
better armor, yeah. We'll just... Whoa.
Whoa!
My
What
bazooka.
is this craziness?
Let me check your armor real quick. Armor 5 on the Chiha. Reroll.
Reroll. Oh!
Equal.
Equal.
Alright, roll a d6. Ooh. That can't be good.
6s are always good.
Only when shooting.
1 shock, reverse 1d6.
Okay. Alright. Thing is, I'm going to have Steven's squad fire at Tanaka, needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
8, plus 3 1s, 9, 10. 10 hits on Tanaka's squad in the open.
10 Tanakas.
What do we got here? 2,
3 dead.
1, 2, 3 dead and 4 shock. Check your leader.
And
It's not the
Tanaka.
leader. It's not the leader. 3 dead and 4 shock though,
But we're up to 7 now.
and 3 more down.
Oh.
She might be pinned.
Yeah.
You're pinned
Hard.
and you're 1 away from breaking. Okay, I gotta break Tanaka. If I can break him, game over.
I don't know.
Right, Andre fashioned a railgun for Tanaka. There it is. So, watch out for that. It is now Japanese phase. 2 dice.
So double 6s and Tanaka gets to fire the rail gun. Or did I mean double 2s? I meant double 2s.
So you can't move the tanks. Okay, so the 2-4's going to activate the platoon sergeant, and he's going to... Wasn't he wounded or something? He took a wound, so yeah. But you still have enough commands to do it. So what are we doing? Mortars first?
Yeah.
Mortars
We always
first.
mortar first.
Hit there. 2 hits.
1 hit.
So how many is that?
1, 2, 1.
So 3 hits. 4 hits.
4 hits.
So I got 3 teams left. So the team on the end here, he's dead. Well, I can help you out here. All right, so that's, and then well, he's dead. So, well, put on the middle one. So a point of shock. So check the leader, not the leader. All right, so you do have a team wiped out.
Hey, might not have perfect force morale.
Another dead here. And then nothing down there. Okay. Bad thing happened, team wiped out. Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
That might take me down to 9.
9!
Check it out. It's -1 on a team wiped out on a 6. So I'm down to 10. And then the AA gun will fire.
Only 4 hits.
So only 4 dead. I only got 2 teams left, though.
We could clear... Actually, if my gun makes it off, is that embarrassing?
Yes. Nothing. I'm in soft cover.
Soft cover. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Now it's the Marine phase. We'll go right into it. See if we can just finish off Tanaka here. End of turn. Hey, this is perfect though, because if I can break them, the turn ends.
Yep.
Done. So 4 and a 3. Start off over here with Fred Stevens' squad back at Tanaka, who is now in soft cover. 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
No ones. No ones. Damn.
No one is an island.
Dead in a shock. Check your leader.
No.
So a dead in a shock. They will break. Well, I still got a 3 or a 4. But you could use your dice to avoid the morale hit, but you're still
I'm not going to.
Turn ends. Andre will be at 0 force morale, and we'll come back and wrap it up. All right, so at the end of the game, force morale for the Japanese 0, force morale for the Marines still at 10 somehow, even though I lost 20 men. Andre lost a lot too, but we can't tell how many broke and how many died. But he's down to, I mean, the meme mortar squad essentially is the only thing left intact. They're pinned, or they would have been pinned if I
2
shot
tanks.
them. Still got the 2 tanks, which I couldn't do anything to.
Blows my mind.
I mean, I must have shot at this thing 5 times with the bazookas.
More than that.
And it's still cruising around. It's, yeah, the bazookas, it's like, okay, armor, AP 7 against 2, no problem. Yeah, right. But luckily it didn't factor into it, so the Marines have held the village from the Japanese attack. Barely. I mean, force morale-wise, it's a blowout.
It was a wipeout.
But squad size, I mean, look at this squad.
And power-wise, I mean, if we could have kept going, if I could have just pulled back into some hard cover and just slugged it out with you, hell yeah.
Of course, I would have just pulled back behind the fences and waited, since you got to get off the board. The tanks.
Well, and the whole, you just needing 2 dice to, I can't.
Yeah, eventually I would have been built up a second chain of command dice, that's true.
But
yeah.
no, it's like, God, how can I have so much firepower and no morale?
Well, you rolled 6 twice on junior leader wounded, which is -2. I mean, that's the only way to get -2 on that is to roll a 6, and you did that twice. So force morale was definitely your enemy, and you started low.
Yeah.
You started at 9, even with the +2 on your force morale roll, which, yeah, it sucks, but.
Yeah.
And then how did I lose 20 guys and only drop 1 force morale?
Yeah, I only hit your leader once.
Yeah, you knocked out a leader once.
No, twice.
Twice, yeah. The same guy got knocked. And then neither time did I lose any force morale. I was just rolling 6s like crazy, though, on the saves. I mean, it was insane.
That was a bizarre ass game.
It was a weird game.
Sure.
But hey, we finally won. I finally beat Andre in chain of command for once. In like the past 5 games.
Well, and it was a total wipeout, complete ass kicking, but it sure didn't feel like it.
It didn't. It was all force morale. I mean, yeah. But I mean, you had 2 squads break.
Well, and I should have, I had Tanaka over there trying to support the guys that had overextended, and if he was over here, I might have been able to move these guys and, work their, keep them from getting pinned out. This worked out way better than I expected, or maybe just coming in so late is why it came out unscathed. But,
yeah, and
well,
that was
unscathed.
The gun. You lost more force morale there because I killed the leader of the gun.
Yeah, and 3 other guys.
Yeah. So the gun, but you brought that squad in and supported them, and that was it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and it, I mean, I was withering,
You were.
it was
I was getting-
it was doing a great job, and they would have I mean, honestly, if I kept going like I was, just wheel the gun off with the mortar squads.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about this tank. It's like, if you got with 3 command dice, though, it's like, okay.
Well-
Even if you did get
No, I did get the triple turn.
and you did. Plus, you had a chain of command dice. You could have interrupted and drove again.
Which I thought I had a decent shot at getting one of the tanks off until I dropped to 3 dice. It's like, okay, with some really good rolls, I got 2 full chain of command dice.
Yeah.
I can do some screwy stuff with
That's
that.
2 moves. Yeah, 2
Yeah.
free moves.
You target me, I move, I wind up out of arc. No, this is plausible.
Yeah. For one of them. The other one, yeah, he's still way back there. So it's,
Well, he's 5 inches back because
oh yeah,
he
mine
was up here.
Yeah, that's right. The bazooka drove him off, but then the flamethrower team, that
Yeah.
I wanted to actually bring them in up here.
Yep.
But then I rolled those 3 4s, and it's like, okay. So then I lost the jump off point. He never actually captured it though, so I never had to roll for that because he never touched it. He was
Nope.
back here the whole time.
I wanted to, but I could never move again.
Yeah, and then the flamethrower got all 3 of his shots off, and he broke the squad.
Yeah.
So it was worth it there, even though he didn't roll well, but he rolled well enough to break the squad.
Well, I think it's just kind of scary that a flamethrower and 2 squads, well, I guess 3 squads, can just completely halt an advance. And we've known this,
Yeah.
but I keep forgetting it. It just doesn't seem plausible until you actually are doing it on defense. And when you're on offense, it's like, well, we say, and I know we cut, flip in, past dozen wrap-ups. Getting up the first 3/4 of the way is no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that last quarter that's a bitch.
It's always like running like clockwork when the enemy's not deploying and you're just moving and yeah, everything's going great. But as soon as the enemy shows up, it's like, okay, movement's pretty much come to a halt for you, except for this squad. And they made a beeline, but they got driven back by the flamethrower.
Well, and I honestly thought they had, I didn't realize, that you had a flamethrower. If you didn't have the flamethrower up there,
Oh, it would have been.
it would have been a fair fight.
There would have been some fisticuffs back here, probably.
Yeah, and with the support from 1 or 2, or even bringing the tank over, honestly, I wasn't sure which way. I would have been fine with just having a fire base here and having the whole push against that fence. That would have honestly been even better.
That's what I thought you were going to do, is just concentrate on one side.
Well,
Splitting them up like that kind of made it a little bit easier for me.
what do you mean splitting them up?
Well, you had one squad here, you had one squad over here, you had one squad back here.
Well,
I was able.
I had the base of fire. If I ran the other one up the middle, I couldn't do supporting fire. I couldn't run 2 up the side.
Yeah, it's a tough mission.
I mean, I was planning to, cut back that way, but
So they got pinned. These Marine squads have a lot of firepower and a lot of dudes.
well, yeah. Once you find me out in the open, well,
Yeah.
I thought I'd be able to return enough fire and get enough pins on you, or
Well, one thing you forgot was you had 3 smoke rounds with the knee mortars. They could have come in earlier and dropped some smoke, but I mean, I did it in the turn twice, but who knows? It might have made a difference.
yeah.
I could have just moved out of the way though. It's not like I had a stationary gun or anything.
Yeah.
And 3 smoke rounds
Depending on how they landed, could have been helpful. But
could have been, or just could have done nothing. So.
yeah, and I did forget about them. I really only think about smoke when I'm playing British.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it was a good game. Marines held the village, and that's it. So we're gonna wrap it up here. So thanks to Andre for coming out. Thanks to all the guys who on the live stream who helped us out with the rules. Actually,
Except for the person who reminded Travis about checking my leader over on the side there.
yeah, Horton cost Andre 4 4 force morale with that.
We could have easily missed that.
Could have.
Honestly missed it. It was an honest miss, too.
Yep. And as usual, check out our sponsors in the description of the video. And check out our social media stuff, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And let us know what you guys think of this game. And we'll see you next time.